All of the work you do in Revit is contained in a single Revit project file. Revit offers a few methods for creating new project files. In this lesson, we'll learn how to create project files in both the Recent File screen and the application menu. So we've already seen the Recent File screen in a previous movie. Let's just review it again here. At the very top of the Recent File screen, we have the projects area. And we could, of course, use the open link to open an existing project file that we already have somewhere on our network or hard drive. But if we want to create a brand new project from scratch, we would click the new link here. When we do, Revit won't ask us any questions at all. It'll simply open up the screen and show us a blank view ready for us to begin adding model geometry. So how did it know what we wanted here? You know, any configurable settings, what we were interested in. If we look at the project browser, we have level 1, we have level 2, we have a site plan. How did it know all this stuff? All of that information is contained in a template file, and in a future movie, we'll be talking in more detail about template files, but let me just explain to you right now where this template file came from. If we go take a look at the Options command, which is on the application menu, and we look over here at the File Locations tab, you're going to see the very first path here indicates a location, and at the very end, there is this file name right here, default.rte. Now, RTE is the file extension that Revit uses for template files, Revit template files. And default is just that. It's just a default template file. So that default file comes from Autodesk. It includes 2 levels. It includes a site plan, some ceiling plans, some basic building elevations, and really not much else. So it's a really simple, straightforward, basic template file. And when you use, I'm going to go ahead and close this without saving it. When you use this link right here on the Recent File screen, it just opens that default template automatically without asking any questions. Now, if you go to the application menu instead and choose New, and then over here you have several different kinds of file that you can create, so we can create new projects, new families, new conceptual masses or title blocks. If I create a new project, which is the same thing that we were looking at with the new, this time we're going to get a dialog because it's going to confirm for us which template that we want to use. Now, by default, it's going to have a template file selected here. And if I just kind of drag through here, you'll notice that it's the same default RTE that we saw a moment ago. It's just that here, basically, Revit is confirming that, yes, in fact, this is the template that we want to use. In the next movie or in a future movie, we're going to actually click the Browse button here and look at the other template files that we have available to create projects from. But for now, I'm just going to leave it default RTE. Down here, I want to create a new project. It's also possible to create a new project template, which we're not going to get into. And we're going to click OK. And when the screen opens, it looks exactly the same as where we were a moment ago. We've got level 1, level 2, site, and so on. So there's really not much difference in the 2 methods that I just chose to do that. So you'd really use the second method if you want to verify the template file is in fact the correct one, and or click the Browse button to choose a different template file. And as I said, in a future movie, we'll go ahead and do that, and we'll explore the other template files we have available.